So in our previous class, we have discussed wrapper classes and boxing, unboxing, and typecasting techniques, implicit and explicit. So in Java, so our primitive types are having corresponding reference types like we have byte, short, int for integer, long, float, and F is capital, and double D is capital, char for character, and boolean for boolean. Okay. So each primitive is having corresponding reference type. Those we can call it as a wrapper classes. Okay. And the conversion of a reference type to a primitive type is called boxing, and a primitive type to a reference type is called boxing. A reference to a primitive type is called unboxing, and auto boxing means directly can assign a primitive value to a reference type. It is internally converted to integer I equals to int I. Okay, so that is auto boxing. And we have also seen the typecasting. Typecasting means conversion of one data type to another data type. Okay, yesterday we have seen some examples also. Okay, double to int, there might be a data loss. And while we are doing implicit, there is no data loss, but explicit, we have a data loss, right? So these are the concept we completed the previous class. If you are not watching my previous class, please go and please go to that previous classes. So coming to the today's session, okay, so I have an example folder. So this test.java. So let me remove all this. So let me remove and let me decrease the size as well. Okay, this is fine, I guess. So, so I have a main method. So in main method, I am creating two string variables. Okay. So you know how to create a string variable, right? S1 equals to. So string should be a double quotes, right? Ends with a semicolon. 10 I am putting here. And string S2 equals to ends with. So 20. So how to print the this system out? System dot out dot println. Now I am take this here another string. So let me take one more string. String S3 equals to S1 plus S2. Okay. I am taking one more S3 string variable and I am doing here S1 plus S2. Okay. Now I simply here S3 value is. Okay. S3 value is. So I am printing this S3. So ends with semicolon. So end of the statement, semicolon is must. Save here. And how to open this? So where is this? So simple. So not this. Going to your so where is this? So documents, CMD here. Okay. So now how to compile this? Java C test dot Java. Okay, compilation success. Now Java test. So S3 value is S3 value is 1020. So 1020. So these are strings 1020. So these are concatenated. Those are concatenated because of strings. but I don't want concatenation. I want to sum. So I want to sum of these two values. If I want to sum these two values, we have to pass these string values to int, right? So if I want to do the same things in string, so there is a technique we have parse. So how to parse in order to parse? If I want to parse this is a int type. I want to parse a int type. So I have to use the method called parse int. So if I want to parse to double type, parse double. So if I want to parse float type, parse float. Okay. So parse int, parse double, parse float. So what are those? Those are methods. So if I say methods, you have to call on the integer objects only, right? So those methods are static methods. So by directly using class name itself, we can call it those methods. How to do that? So if I want to convert it to int type, okay. So so here, so so integer, I want to pass this string into a integer, int type, right? So integer, okay, and class name. This is a class name, and this parse int is a static method. Now we can call it the static methods by using the class name itself, right? Now dot integer. So what is the method signature when I say camel case? Parse int. So parse int of, and it is taking string value. Okay, this is taking string value. So this parse int will return primitive type int. So int a, okay, int a. So integer dot parse int is a method, and it is taking string value, and this parse int return normal primitive type int. Okay. Now similarly, let me take here. So here, so I have to pass s2 also. So integer dot parse int, this is b. Okay. So once you will get a and b, so now you can do int c equals to a plus b. Okay, a plus b ends with semicolon. Now let me take, you can print, can you can print c value. So you can print c value c. Now you can check the c value. Okay. So let me go to the CMD, and here, so how to compare Java C, okay, and Java test. So what is the C value? 30. What is the C value? So that means, so this particular integer dot parse int. So parse integer int static method. So if it is a static method, directly by using the class name, we can. So this is a class name, right? Integer is a class name. So static method is called directly by using the class name. So parse integer is a static method. Parse int is a static method. So by using the directly integer dot parse int, it takes string parameter. So and I am passing s1, s2, and this parse int is written int. So that's why I'm taking it here and I am storing that value A, variable A. And this S2 is storing B. And I am summing up here. Suppose if I want to convert it into double. So I want to convert it into double. So how to do it? So, so double, what is the class name of double? So capital D double dot parse double, right? Parse double. And it is taking string value S1. And what this parse double is written? Primitive type double. So double D equals to next. Let me take the same. So this is D1 and S2. And let me take, so one more double value, D2 equals to D plus D1 and with semicolon. Okay. Now let me take one more this value and you can print this D2 value. So D2 value is okay. Parse double returns double. So it take string parameter. Now compile. See, see if it is a double, decimal point came. Okay. The double value is 30.0. D3 value is okay. So like this, we can do parsing techniques. Okay. So this is parse string to int, and this is parse string to double. Okay, only the double, if you given double quotes, the string values by default, if it is coming any of numbers in a strings. Now, what way you can use this way? The parsing techniques you can use that and convert those string values to integers. Okay, this conversion. So string types you are converting into corresponding type. If you are using integer type, you can use integer, and if you are using double you can. So float type also we can do it. If it is a float dot parse float. Okay, whatever the data type we are using, that you can mention that. Okay, so we can maybe float, maybe long, maybe any kind of thing. Okay, we have many data types, right? So these are called parsing techniques. Okay, next. So next task. So let me remove this. Let me. Oh, okay. Now that. Oh, so I have a int a equals to 10. So now what it means? So a is a value or literal. So sorry. So 10 is a value or a literal. So a is a variable. So integer of type. Okay. Int type or data type. That means so 10 is a value, okay, of type int is store variable called a, right? Okay. So if I want to store one more value, say 20, comma 20. So if I try to compile this program, is program compiled? No, it won't compile. So why it won't compile? Because int is a primitive data type. So primitive data types can store only one value at a time. It cannot store multiple values at a time. Okay. So only one value at a time is stored. So if you want to store multiple values of similar type at a time, you have to make that type into an array type. Array. Array means it store multiple values of similar data, similar types. Okay. So how to create array? So if it is int a, if I want to create array type, so you can simply put here two square brackets and after declare your value, here you can open curly brace. So within the curly brace separated by comma, you can give your values. Close curly brace ends with semicolon. So how many elements you can want, you can store. So 20, 30, 60, 80. Okay. So this is called array declaration and initialization. So initialization means you are assigning a values. So this is array. So array declaration. You are declaring an array and initialization. Initialization. So what is array? Int. So this is primitive type. So this int is a primitive type, right? This is primitive. So primitive int array. Primitive int array. So that is a primitive type only, right? So I declare and initialize primitive type array. Now see here. So array index starts from 0. By using index, we will get element. Okay. So if I want to get a element 10, so I have to use index 0. So this is a 0x index. Okay. So if I want to get to 20, index 1, and if I want to get an array, so if I want to get first in 10, so 0 index, and 20 is first index, and 30 is second index, and this 60 is third index, this 80 is fourth index, and this is fifth index, 90. So, so I want to get a value system dot out dot println. Okay. So if I want to get a value of 10, how to get the value of 10? A of 0. So I want to give it like this. A of 0 is written 10 value. So we can see is it returning or not. Okay, saving successfully. Now going back to here. Okay, so Java C, the compilation compile success. So 10. See, 10 value is printed. So index A is, so index starts from 0. So the first element of index is 0. So that is 10. So if I want to print 60, what index I want to give? So 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 I need to give here. See here. So what is sixth index? 63. Okay. Now if you see here 60. So A of 3. I have to give 3. Index 3. So successfully we are getting 60. Okay. Now see if I want to know the array length. Okay, if I want to know the array length, so there is a property called length, A dot. Now here A dot length, A dot. So there is a property called length. Save it. So how many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6 elements are there. So what it returns? So length means, see, 6 here. So see, the length is 6 only, but index is only 5. So index starts from 0, length is starts from 1 only. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. Okay. So the length of array is 6. So now, so now, so you know, right? How to get uh elements from the array and how to declare and initialize the array. I hope all are clear, I guess, within this. So this is declaration and initialization array. So curly braces we have to use. So it is taking same types, many values. So if I want to keep, see, if I want to keep some 90.5, is it take? No, it won't take because, so because it is what type of array? This is int type. So int take only takes numbers, not decimal numbers. So if you want to keep 0.5 like that, then you can create, either you can declare a double type or float type array. Okay, clear? So array can store multiple elements of similar type, not different type. Okay, and once you declare an array of, see, that size is fixed. Okay, that size is fixed. You cannot increase dynamically array size. Okay, so if you will declare an array size of 8, it 8 only. So if you declare a size of 4, that is 4 only. Okay, dynamically it cannot increased and decreased. Now so now I want to print all these values by using for loops. We need to use for loops. So how to create for loop? How to use for loop? So we might have no or studies time C language, right? So for of, if you don't know means I will explain. Okay. So for loop. So for loop. Okay. The syntax is for loop like this. For of open curly brace and close brace. And so the array index starts from 0, right? So let me define one variable int I. Okay. So the index starts from 0 means index I just say equal to 0. I means in the index you can assume. So I equals to 0 because the index is starts from 0, right? That's why. And semicolon, that particular length I less than. So how to calculate array length? A dot length. Already above we seen that. Array length and I plus plus. I plus plus. You can write, you can write system dot out dot println of. So here what we can write? A of I. So why I you have to write? So why we need to write I here? So first I equals to 0, the length is 0. I means 0 less than a dot length means so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. Go inside. So a of 0 is printed. Next I plus plus means so 0 plus plus 1. 0 plus plus 1, 1. Right? Pre-increment and de-increment we have seen the previous classes. If you have any questions, you can go and watch that. Okay. Now, so now again it is comparing here. So now I become 1, 1 less than length. So the length is constant, right? The array length is constant. Now here, so 6 only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now again it is going to A of I means first index 20 is printed. Again plus plus. So 1 plus plus 2. 2 here 2 less than that length, fixed length 6. Again it is going to printed. Simple. Like this is iterating. So when so the I less than length. అప్పటిదాకా ఇది ఇటరేట్ అవుతూనే ఉంటుంది. So A of 3 like that. So now let me go and try to see the output. Okay, here and here you just write array size. So let me define array size is concat it. Okay, okay. Let me try. Okay, okay. going to here. See here, array size is 6 and 10, 20, 30, 60, 80, 90 is printed successfully. Yes or no? So this is how this for each it will work. So till the condition is satisfied, this will work. So till the condition is satisfied, this is how it will work. And next, so I hope you are all clear about this. Let me explain again. So I have created int array. It is a primitive type. So if you want to create an array, so you can take the square braces here, and a equals to, can take curly braces, and within the curly braces you can give a values, multiple values by separated by comma. So array is index starting from zeros, 0, okay, and length is 1 only, okay. So how to calculate index? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and length 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this. So how to get it length of? So there is a length, we have a, okay, a dot length, okay. And how to print all this? By using the path. So you can assume int I equals to 0 means index I is 0. So index. So the array is starting from index 0, right? Then so I less than a dot length. Length is 6. Now iteration. So it is going to, when satisfy this condition, it is going to print a of I means 0, first index is printed. Like this it is, will be go. And so the next one. So let me create one more type array. Let me define this time string array. So how to take string array? Simple. String here you can give. If I say string means, so string means all our values double quotes, right? Okay. So you have to string only. So this is Java and one more string. So Python and MySQL ends with semicolon. So this is what type it is. So this is string array. String string array. This is array. Now, so how to check the length? Same. So s dot, why this is going? So let me take this length. Okay. So array says s dot length. Now here, so you have to compare with s dot length. So you can take this s dot length and here, so ఇక్కడ you can mention s dot, sorry, I ends with semicolon. Now here, so yes, right, we could mention s here. So now we'll go and check it. Simple, if you know one way, the other way you can automatically know. See, array size is 3, Java, Python, MySQL, and it is printed successfully. See here, Java, Python, MySQL. These are printed successfully. So like this, we can create arrays in Java. So that's it, guys, I have today. So please subscribe my channel. Thank you.